Man, oh man, it is a brisk one today. Uh, welcome, welcome back, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day. And in this video, well, we are tearing into the WRX today. Yay! We haven't seen the WRX on the channel in a long time, and this video is going to be kind of either it's going to be one video, or it's going to be the other video. And I guess we're going to find out as we go along. Have you ever seen those little braces on the front behind the grill on these cars? Like, some people buy these braces, like the front chassis braces, and they're all in a bunch of different colors and everything like that. And to me, they look pretty cool. A lot of times guys get the mesh grill. I'm still working on trying to get one of those, but at the moment we're going to be kind of doing two things with the WRX. All right, so this is kind of what I'm talking about by this video can be one of two things. One, a long time ago, I guess not that long ago, but y'all might remember, we had a lime green charge pipe on here, but at least over the summer, somewhere around there. Didn't end up working out because it just kept popping off and under lots of pressure and everything like that. So it didn't work out, and we ended up putting the stock one back on. We had lots of trouble getting the lower portion of it back onto like the intake side of things. For a while, the car had some issues with under high pressure, high boost. It would kind of lag out. Computer would basically just cut everything off. It would go into like basically like a safe mode, if you will. I wouldn't call it a limp mode by any way, but it would just like the computer would compensate for everything, and it would make sure that it would just basically cut all the power and blah blah blah. So we had that issue for a while. I think it just was getting too much airflow or something. Essentially, put it back on, and drove around for the greater part of a year, and I think just now it still doesn't feel like 100%. More probably it's here just needed to get some bugs out of it via tuning. That's a story for another day, but this video is going to be either fixing the issues, the charge pipe. So the charge pipe has the multiple connections under there next to the turbo. So when we installed the charge pipe originally, we couldn't see underneath the car that well because we never took the bumper or the splash shield off. I'm going to be checking those connections, just make sure those are good so I can cross that off my list. Or if everything is all good, that I'll move on to the front bumper brace here, or the front chassis brace. I'm going to try and fabricate my own stuff. So I'm going to fabricate my own thing, and I'm going to try and make it look as good as possible, hopefully. Now you're probably asking yourself, kind of, why would you not just buy one? It would just be so simple, and you just take the bumper off, put the piece on there, and put the bumper back on. Super duper simple. Well, on this channel, I don't necessarily like doing simple. I like doing my own thing. So with that being said, I have lots of extra scrap metal here, so I'm gonna just try and see what I can do with it. And if this is a big waste of time and my fabrication skills aren't great, which are not, then you know what? We at least got to inspect the WRX and fix any issues. So that's why I had multiple reasons to take the front bumper off, and that's why I'm saying I could title this video either way. If we go into, oh, everything looks good, oh, perfect, then we'll go ahead and do the front braces. But if there's stuff going wrong, then, well, look, we're fixing the WRX. Yeah, then we'll have plenty of opportunities to get as many thumbnails as I want today, and plenty of ideas to title the video. So yeah, this is just going to be kind of a vlog in my garage. So let's get after it. So I wish I had actual like Allen sockets, but I don't. I gotta use the old-fashioned way. So the first step of what we're trying to do of taking the bumper off is, well, in this case, we have to take the license plate off. If your license plate was over here, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I like having license plate like this, where it's kind of like hanging out off to the side at least. I don't even know where I was going with this. I like having the Allen screws on my license plate just because no one can just hop up and jack it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna roll with the 16. Dude, too good at my job. And now we gotta figure out how to take that off. Dude. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's out. All right. So the bumper is off. I had to kind of do it off camera just because my phone was like about to die. I didn't realize it, so I had to do some stuff off camera here. But gotta say, looking pretty groovy under here. I like. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's cool having the bumper off. Like it just looks so exposed. It looks race car. Um, but I only broke 2 clips, so that's a good start. If y'all remember, a while ago, almost 2 years ago, actually, I think it was over 2 years ago now, um, this car was involved in an accident, and essentially, I was in the middle of a job interview. I parked my car right out front of the store, backed it in, and a Jeep parked next to me. And in the footage, I don't have the footage of the actual accident, but in the footage, the Jeep just instantly turns and rips my bumper off because he had like, I don't know, I think he had like aftermarket front bumpers or something. Anyway, long story short, so the bumper had to get like replaced, like because he ran over the front of my car. He ripped it off. I'm just now seeing stuff because usually the bumper itself is pretty, it's kind of a hard bumper to take off. There's like a bunch of like little clips and everything. Definitely not as hard as anything like European or anything like that. From the last time I took it off, was when I had the original bumper on the car. Right, so everything was a lot more stiff, a lot more rigid. The bumper this time around came off a little too easily, and there was even some clips in there, like the push clips. Some of these guys right here were like barely in the bumper, like at all. So that was odd. I haven't touched this at all. I'm not even touching the headlights in this video, but the bracket has lots of play in it. I don't, because let's see this side. I haven't even checked this side because this side's solid. Okay, so there's nothing going on here, but yeah. So I think it was just done pretty sloppily. I mean, when I even when I picked the car up, this wasn't flush with it any at all. There was lots of mistakes made with this whole bumper scenario. But if you want to learn more about that, I have a video on it on my channel. But I'm just now discovering this is the first time since the accident that I've been able to look at it. But let's hop into what we're trying to do. I'm gonna look up a video and see where people attach the stuff at, because I know you would go cross, right? And I just want to make sure I keep it kind of in this area. I don't think I want it to come out. And the second part of the video, or not the video, but the second part of this project, I should say, I'm going to remove the under tub here, just so I can get a closer look of what I was talking about at the beginning of the video with the charge pipe. So I'm not going to be doing 2 things at once. I'm going to kind of figure out how I'm going to do that and figure out if there's anything wrong underneath the car. But mainly, we're going to figure out how we're going to do this. So, yeah, I'll check back in with you. All right. So, this is going to be a weird angle, but this is what I'm looking at right here. So, the very top, right on that top of the bolt there, that's the charge pipe, at least starting to become the charge pipe at least. But the thing that I was looking at was this gap. Whoa, well, right there. So, I mean, that may have been causing issues, may not have, but if you want to put that in the comments, see if it's a good or a bad thing. I don't know, but the bolt was tight on both sides, so I mean, I'm not like whoa worried about it, but you know, I just thought I would at least check everything. So now I think that's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about the drivability of it, unless someone goes in the comments and is like, "Yo, you need to get that taken care of right now." That'll be like the only time I will worry about it. But now I'm just gonna worry about fabricating this and looking through my scrap metal and seeing what I can do with all this. So yeah, once I got kind of a plan together here, show you guys, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the plan. I was just doing some thinking, and I think since a lot of people just do just a straight up X, dude, we're gonna make the freaking WRX bull bar, dude. We are going to essentially make two little elbow brackets or right angle brackets, because there's two spots right here for the bolts to go into. We're using OEM factory bolts that go right here on both sides. So I'm just gonna make two L brackets and make sure this sticks out, long enough, and make sure it's level and everything. And it's gonna be a giant yellow bar, and I'll be stiffer than the whatever braces that they sell online. Sometimes I know geometry and stuff. It will be technically you would think an X and right angles and triangles. I know those are the strongest, but we're not going for performance, fellas. We're going for just pure beef on the front end of this thing. That's the plan. I'm gonna cut some brackets out and I'm just gonna try and mock up as much as possible. So yeah, let's make some brackets. We have extra metal if we need it. It's a little shorter, but for it being scrap metal, it should be good. Yeah, I'll just have to play around with it, see how we do, see how we like it. And we still got plenty of metal here, so I'm not like, oh, but yeah, I'm gonna try to see what I can do here. All right, so here's how we're looking essentially. Got my two L brackets, and I cut the main bar across, dude. This thing, I don't know how to think about it, dude. It's just like it's out there. That's gonna be aggressive, dude. And then there's gonna be another video where we're gonna be adding a little something on the bottom there. We're gonna be adding something under here too. I mean, dude, this is gonna look like some Mad Max stuff right here, man. That's gonna be pretty gnarly. I like it. I think it's gonna look pretty good. Let me zoom back in. Oh, one more. Look at that, dude. I was some beef for no reason. It looks way different, like, in person. That yellow is gonna, like, pop. I'm gonna paint the brackets black too. But look at that. I mean, I'll fix the little unevenness and everything, but brackets back there are going to be black, and then the big beef bar that's going to be yellow, and that's it's going to look so awesome, dude. If it focuses, there we go. Woo! Yeah, that's going to be hot. So I'll catch you guys up when we're ready to tack it together and paint it and all that fun stuff. Gloves have been sitting out in the cold, so they're all like, I'll break them in every time I use them. Anyways, going for the first weld here. Brackets are looking good. The bar itself is looking good. So now it's just time to tack it up, paint it, and send it, dude. I think I'm only gonna do a couple of tacks, honestly. It's not like that super, it's not gonna be like super heavy duty. I don't need to like go crazy along the whole thing. So yeah, we'll tack it up. We're gonna test fit it one more time. And then yeah, finish it up. So let's get it. Don't use a wooden table either. All right, so we have it all welded up. Now we're just gonna grind it down, make it look pretty, and then we're gonna start the painting process, and that'll be even more pretty. So get into it and start grinding. All right, there we have it. We're all grinded down, and now we're gonna. I might put some primer on it, and then paint it up, and we'll go ahead and ship it, man. Alrighty, so that'll do it for today's video. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in the garage, in Gunner's garage. And yeah, so I'm super thankful if you made it all the way through the video. If you did, hit that like button. It really helps me out a bunch. And while you're down there, hitting that subscribe button will be awesome as well. And yeah, if this is the end of the video, which I'm sure it is, Gunner editing video. Yeah, if I don't see you in the morning, have a good night. But if I do see you in the morning, good morning. So, yeah, if hopefully I can get some more like pictures or something in the morning, just so we have the daylight footage as well, just some daylight pictures. But looking at it right now, it's looking pretty snazzy. But anyway, I'm done yapping. I'm done rambling on. Catch you guys in the next one. Later.